Coach Kidd joining the program. Thank you so much for joining us. How you doing? How are you handling quarantine life?
Everything is great here. Just waiting to get the green light to come back. Happy to be on with you guys. What No better place to be right now.
Yes, sir.
I thank you for lying to us. We really appreciate it.
No, he's not lying. There's no place to be right now. So
Right.
That's the
But
truth.
here's the thing. At least we've had some basketball to watch in the Last Dance. Have you been watching it, and what do you think of it so far?
Yes, I'm old enough. I was, I'm enjoying the Last Dance. Some cameo appearances in there,
Uh-huh.
Hug and Mike. But it's been great because I got to play against Michael and all the great players, and it's just kind of cool to see, and kind of cool to see the behind the scenes of his relationship with Kobe and how it developed and how it grew and what it grew into.
Yeah, so I mean, if for those who are under a rock and didn't watch the last episode, episode 5 opened up with the 1998 AllStar Game at MSG. That was the first of 10 AllStar appearances in your Hall of Fame career. Other than playing with Kobe, what stood out to you about that particular AllStar Game for you?
Well, that game was exciting because you knew Michael in the Garden was always going to do something special.
Mm.
But being a young player and probably being in awe, being Gary Payton is in that game. My older brother. But the biggest thing that stood out was Kobe was going to go after Michael, and he wasn't scared. And one of the plays that I will never forget, and we can ask Karl Malone about it someday,
I was gonna bring it up.
is that he asked for a pick and roll, and Kobe waved them off. And I think we were all in awe or in shock that that's Karl Malone pick and roll. It's John Stockton. They've done it a million times. So Kobe and Karl and Kobe was like, no, I got this all by myself. And he waved Karl out, and he did his thing. And I think Karl was like, okay, I need to come out of the game because this is past me now.
Yeah. That's what exactly I was going to ask you, because Karl Malone was people forget he was the MVP of the league at that time. In '97, he won MVP, and so you're the MVP of the league playing in the All-Star game. This second-year player in his first All-Star game going to wave you off. What was it like after the game, or even on the bench when y'all were around Karl? What was he talking like?
Well, one, for you to just have the nerve to wave Karl off, even if he wasn't the MVP, just because of his muscles, you had to be different. And so on the bench, we were all in tears and laughing and giving Karl a hard time about you must have didn't set a good screen. And so, but it just showed Kobe's determination to be the best, and he wanted to be the next Michael Jordan, if not better. And he wanted that one-on-one challenge, and he didn't feel like he needed Karl's help at the time.
That little Laker boy. So that's what Jordan called him in the East locker room. Did you hear that being said at all on the court? That little Laker boy?
Yeah, that was normally, MJ's way of not giving you any respect. It's not by calling you by your name. He called him Laker boy until he earned his respect. And I think at the end of Kobe's career, he was calling him Kobe.
There was a lot of guys to respect in that game. It really captured the 90s so well. Let's check out the full starting lineup from that year. Starting, with the East, I believe, Penny Hardaway, Sean Kemp, Michael Jordan, Grant Hill, and Dikembe Mutombo. And on the West, Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant, Gary Payton, Shaquille O'Neal, and Karl Malone. Incredible.
Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame.
It was deep. The starting five on both teams were deep, but can you just see how different the game was? No one's shooting threes.
Right.
It was really
except for Reggie.
well, except for Reggie, but I mean, we didn't really have a 3-point shooter on our team.
Didn't need one. I didn't need one.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.